Hey everyone, we are going to be making a kaleidoscope today. What you need to do is go into Photopea and you are going to create a new project. So open new project, and then in the name you can write kaleidoscope, and it is going to be 30 inches. To make sure it's big enough, we're going to do 30, and we're going to do 30 height, and we're going to change this to 72. And the background will be white because it's so big. We're just going to make a lesser version. I'm not going to print it anyway. It's just too large. So it'll just remain a web picture, and 72 is perfect for that. So we'll do create. And actually, even as 72, if we decide to make it smaller, it's 30 inches. So it'll be fine if we make it a little bit small, if we decide we want to print it. So I got my background canvas. Now I'm going to open up my photo, and I think I have a line of downloads. So I'm going to open up a line or a nature picture. Hopefully it's heavy on line. Open that up. So the lines going off the page really work for this particular thing. You're going to do what you normally do to edit. Go to layer, or go to layer, duplicate layer. Then you go to image adjustments, do your levels. Make sure the black one is right down at the end of the black and the white ones at the end of the hill of the white. Say okay. With this one, it doesn't matter what color it is because it's abstract and it's a kaleidoscope. So you can, if you want to change your color, this is the time to do it. If you go to image adjustments and then hue saturation, this little box pops up, and if you move this, you can change your hue. So you can decide what kind of mood you're in. Kind of like that. You can also change your saturation so it can be really crazy, or you can do a little bit of muted color. I think I'm going to keep it right around there, and I'm going to say okay. Now I want it to be 4 by 6. So the smaller side will be 4, the longer side will be 6. So I'm going to crop it, and what I need to do over here is put it into fixed ratio. And then my width is longest, so I'm going to make it a 6, and my height is shortest, so I'll make that 4. And then it automatically makes our crop tool. And I can click and drag this if I want to get anything specific on here. So I'm going to go right there. I just think it's fine. When I get it where I want it, I'm just going to say check. So now it's good. All right, so now what I need to do is I need to select all, and I'm going to edit copy like I've been doing. And I'm going to go to my kaleidoscope canvas, and I'm going to do edit paste. So it will come in here. All right, now I need this picture, no matter what it is, to be a vertical. So even if it's a horizontal picture, it's going to be a vertical for this. So we're going to go to edit, and we're going to go to transform, which is under there, and I can't see it because of that thing. So I'm going to go transform, and then I'm going to flip it, or I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And it doesn't matter which way you go. So just choose one and stick with it. So now I'm going to go over here and put it in the corner. I'm going to click and drag with my move tool and just put it right here in the corner. So what I need to do now is to make a new layer. So I'm going to go to layer, duplicate layer. So now I have two that are exactly the same, and I'm going to move this one over. What I want is for these to be mirror image so that they're symmetrical. So I'm going to go to edit, transform, and this time I'm just going to flip it horizontally. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that there's no white space in between there, and if there is, I'll move it a little bit to the left so that I get rid of any white spaces. It needs to be nice and tight. If it had a white space like that, I would need to move it over. I need to move it over until it touches. Okay, you should be able to use the little arrows on your keyboard to move it over a little bit, but mine's not working, so maybe it doesn't work on Chromebook. I don't know. All right, so now I'm going to do layer 1, and I'm going to merge layer 1 copy with layer 1. So I'm going to go to layer, and I'm going to make sure that I'm on the top layer, and I'm just going to merge down. Now they're both on one layer. So I'm going to duplicate that layer. Layer, duplicate layer, and move this over. And this is now a mirror image of that. So they're going to fit together perfectly. You're going to put them together like a jigsaw puzzle so they match up. And then I'm going to merge these two down. So I'm going to go to layer, merge down. Now they're both merged together. They're all in one layer. I'm going to do layer, duplicate layer one last time. And I'm going to drag this down and line this up. I want this to be a mirror image of that. So I need to go back to edit, transform, and flip vertically this time. And now it's a mirror image. I need to make sure that there's no line space in between there. And if there is, I'll need to adjust it and move it up closer so that it is. I have all this white space over here. So I'm going to crop that out. I'm going to get this crop. I'm going to make sure that I go back here and do free because I don't want it to be 4x6. I want it to line up with the edge. So I'm going to click and drag and make sure that my lines are right up there next to the edge of that. I'm going to make that go up a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then when I like how it's cropped or in the crop area, I'm going to say check, and I have my kaleidoscope. At this point, if you hate the color, you can always go back and do image adjustments, hue saturation, and you can mess with the color again if you want to. Oh, wait a minute. No, you can't. We are on separate things. So I need to go to layer, merge down one last time. So if I said one last time before, I lied. So I'm going to merge down. Now it's all one. So now that it's all one layer, now I can go in and do image adjustments, hue saturation, and I can change it again. See if there's one that I like better. Whatever color mood, so you know, is what you're feeling today. Okay, when you get it the way you want it, you can say okay, and then just go ahead, file, save as, and turn it in. And that is it. There's your kaleidoscope. Hope it's beautiful. Good luck.